Hi, my name is Alex Eatmon, and I chose United Parcel Service, or UPS, as my favorite company doing business in Central Florida. I chose UPS because I've been employed there for the past 4.5 years, and I've been part of the management team for the last year and a half. My specific building is located in Ocala, Florida, and for my project, I spoke with Mike Instiglia, who is our business manager who oversees our entire building of 7 managers and roughly about 120, 130 employees, depending on the time of year. To start out with, my company chose a sole proprietorship in 1907 when they originally started out by Jim Casey, which is in Seattle, Washington. And over the years, they've moved to a corporation as we have grown across the country. We are currently a corporation. We are traded publicly on the stock market. We went public on November 10th, 1999 with an initial IPO of $50. And according to Yahoo Finance, we're now trading roughly about $116 on today's market. So now we are a corporation, as I said. So moving on to contracts, we have 3 major contracts that we could talk about here. First one is that we have contracts with service providers across the country to make sure that if any of our vehicles break down or need tires or anything like that, that they are tended to immediately if they're on the road or on an interstate, to make sure that our semis are continuously moving, that our package cars are continuously moving, and these range from anything from tow trucks for our vehicles that get stuck out in the rural routes on dirt roads, to our semis if they blow a tire, anything like that. So definitely service providers to help keep our vehicles moving when they're out on the road is huge. We do use a lot of in-house maintenance. We have our own set of mechanics in all of our buildings for regular typical maintenance that happens just on a daily basis, such as oil change, batteries, headlights, anything like that. The next type of contract we have is a hazardous waste contracts, and I'm actually, for my building, in charge of that. To move packages that contain hazardous waste, you have to be certified by the FAA, DOT, and the EPA all, and then a few other state and federal agencies, depending on what type of material it is and where in the country you are. So we have to make sure that we are providing all the correct documentation that is accessible to any type of first responders if there's an accident, so they're aware of what is on our vehicles at all times. So we have a few different contracts that we supply with other companies that basically help maintain our paperwork to make sure that we are basically dotting our I's and crossing our T's to make sure that we are able to continuously moving hazardous materials and that we are compliant with all federal laws. We also, and this is our biggest contract, was the Teamsters Union. All of our drivers and package handlers are unionized. So the Teamsters Union represents them, and we have a contract with them that dictates the pay schedule, the benefit schedule, type of working conditions, type of who can be promoted, when they can be promoted, what type of job work they can do, job classifications, anything and everything like that that's typically comes with a unionized company. We, as a management personnel, we have to make sure that we follow that, to make sure that the workers are treated correctly and fairly, and to make sure that we're not violating anybody's rights under the union, such as seniority or other things like that. So definitely the Teamsters Union contract is one of the largest contracts that we have to follow, and it is renewed every 5 years. So there's always a constant negotiation going on between UPS and the Teamsters Union. Next is intellectual property. UPS invests heavily in our R&D aspect because we always have to be evolving. We always have to find ways to get the packages, to flow more packages, to deliver more packages as our company grows and expands worldwide. Just back in the day, in 1924, UPS was the first company to ever invent and use the conveyor belt system, and that's obviously in use by logistics companies and distribution centers worldwide now. But as far as recently, UPS has invented the smart labeling system, which is, if you look at any package we deliver, there's barcodes on them, and those barcodes are able to be scanned and track them as they move around the world, whether it be on planes, trucks, delivery vehicles, anything like that, so that you as a consumer can go to UPS.com and you can track whatever package you want anywhere in the world at real time. We also were able to invent the DIAD system, which is a delivery information acquisition device. And that is basically the little computer you see all the drivers carrying around. It's about the size of a big cell phone. And they scan all the packages, the route is in that system on that device. They're able to basically plan their day by looking at it. It tracks their pay schedules when they took breaks, to also make sure that they're compliant with all DOT rules as far as how many hours they can work and things like that. So when we're able to do that, we're actually able to save 59 million sheets of paper per year because the drivers were keeping paper logs. So 59 million pieces of paper a year equals roughly about 5,100 trees. So we're able to obviously make a huge environmental impact with that as well. Also, we were able to develop a system called Orion, which is on-road integrated optimization and navigation. And what Orion does is it plans out a driver's route to make sure that they're taking the most efficient route possible, and then also updates the route for changes such as pickups, commit times, even weather concerns and traffic concerns, to make sure that drivers are constantly at the move, they're never sitting in traffic, and that they're able to deliver every package in the most efficient route possible, spending the least amount of time on the road and driving the least amount of miles. Next, we have agents, and our most important agent has to be our delivery driver. Me and Mike discussed this, and basically we say that because they are the largest unsupervised workforce in the world. We have 50 drivers per manager. They drive all around the country. Our deliveries area is the size of Rhode Island, and there's no way for those 3 managers to watch roughly about 100, 120 different drivers every single day. So they are definitely entrusted to provide excellent customer service, to drive safely, and to make sure that they're doing the job to the 110% ability every single day. Litigation, UPS is just like any other corporation out there. We are sued constantly. We have a large legal team that handles all of those, and they take it on a case-by-case basis depending on what it is and whether or not they're going to settle out of court or whether or not they're going to take it to court. It really does depend, and there's not much information out there on the web or something that Mike would be aware of. He just passes it on to the legal department. They take care of it. And ethics. UPS is actually very large on ethics. We want to make sure that we are providing equal opportunities for everybody, regardless of anything. We believe strongly in putting the right person in the right job, just to make sure that the job is getting done and getting done correctly the first time. We are big on efficiency. We're not big on going back and doing something again. So whoever can get the job done the first time usually is the one who gets that job. So we believe in treating the customers right. We believe we only provide a service to customers. We don't sell anything. So we are huge on making an ethical decision to treat the customer right and make sure that we're handling their packages with care, because we never know what's inside of those packages. It could be an Amazon package. It could well be medication. It could be old family artifacts or something like that. So we try to keep everything to make sure that everything gets there where it's supposed to be, on time and intact. So I'll talk to you guys about UPS and some of the things that I like about UPS and what makes us such a unique and special company. And thank you very much.